All right, we're gonna do a channeled message from the pool. Never done this before. First time. Bringing a water element like this into it. Plus I have mango. So, hi. If you're new here, I'm Mystic Maya. And I love to have cosmic chit chats with my soul tribe, with my soul BFFs, which is you. And there's this energy of really bringing in summer. Like, it's okay to rest and rise. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to enjoy the sun. It's okay to jump in the pool. It's okay to awaken that inner child of yours. So come join me if you feel like you just want to awaken some joy. And we have 2 huskies that I'm watching right now. I'm pet sitting. And they're so cute. We have Mana over here. Hopefully she'll come say hi. But she's so cute. And Mana in Hawaiian means life force energy, which I feel like is so in alignment with just any message, I feel like, because life force energy is life itself, right? It's the mind, body, and soul. It's the breath. It's the remembrance to slow down and enjoy life. All of it, right? The joy, the adversity, the joy. It's a part of the same coin. So, yeah, so come kick it. I'm trying to figure out my angle here. I haven't had mango in so long. Like, this feels like a treat from heaven on earth. I just ate the skin. So yeah, let me know how you're feeling right now. I feel like I've been called to kind of slow down my channel messages and really ground with you at the start. So that's what we're kind of doing right now. We're just grounding. We're seeing if we're in resonance. And I don't really know what the message is in depth besides what I just said, right? Like awakening the inner child, giving the inner child permission. But we're gonna... Mana, you want to say hi? Want to say hi? We're gonna see what your inner child wants to tell you in a moment. But if you can, let me know where you're tuning in from this beautiful planet Earth. Where are you in the world, my dearest one? Awkward bite. Let me know. I want to know. I'll finish this and then we'll begin. This gives you some time to kind of check in and see if this message is for you, because sometimes they're not. Okay. Let's do it. Now I have mango in my tooth. Alrighty. I still have it in my tooth. Oh my god. I feel like your adult self feels a little stuck. You're in this sacred in-between. And you're kind of at the point where it's like this both and, right? You're open to the opportunity to just be in this sacred pause, but you're also kind of annoyed and you're ready. You're like, what's next? What's next? What's next? And I feel like that's why the inner child is coming through, because it is said that we're often the closest to God, source energy, our soul essence, when we're in a childlike energy, when we're in play, when we're in joy, when we're in curiosity, when we're in true liberation of allowance. That doesn't make sense, but I guess in true permission of allowance, that makes more sense. True liberation. But you feel me. take what you need, leave behind what you don't. But I feel like the inner child's asking to be held right now, because your inner child's trying to guide you right now in this, sorry, I feel the mango, in this liminal space where you're trying to figure out the next hop, the next flow, the next wave of energy. So you're in the right space, and the cards are gonna speak. I feel like now it's like cricket, but hold up, I gotta fix this. It's gonna drive me nuts. And I think, like, I feel like everything, when I click play, everything's a part of the message, right? So there's this energy of fine-tuning and learning to allow yourself to like kick back. I think you've done a lot of like reprogramming on, you know, your nervous system regulation and allowing yourself to go slow. You don't always have to produce and do. You can be. You can allow the being to create the doing. And it's like that feeling, you know, like when you finally allow yourself to take a nap or to watch a movie, you just like surrender in the body, you know? It's like, it takes time, especially for us divine feminines that are healing from the wounded empath, of just like always being a giver and just allowing ourselves to first give to ourselves and then to others from a full cup versus an empty cup. But it's like that feeling when you just have so many tabs open, like you're watching TV, you're on your phone, you even have your iPad open, or like there's just a lot going on, and when really you just need silence, or you just need to like take a nap, you know? So I feel like you're being called to really just allow yourself not to brace, allow yourself to go slow, allow yourself to be in the nothingness, because I feel like you've probably felt this before. I know I have, but it's this like surrender in the body and in the mind when you're like, okay, it's safe to just chill, and then you take the best 20-minute nap ever of your life. Like you literally wake up and you're like, oh wow, that felt like 2 hours, when really it was just a 20-minute power nap. But what made it so cozy and yummy is the fact that you allowed yourself to even just surrender. Okay, so I got the animal cards here today, so let's see what they got to say. I'm going to flip the camera so you can kind of see what's up here. Alright, what does the collective need to know? What is their inner child here to tell them today? Okay, yes. I'm gonna let the story unfold. Okay, I already like this message. Okay. So we got, okay, you can see. I should come down here. So we got, keep trying, claim your power, almost there. It's better than you can imagine. Like, what? This story is so on point. Like, I feel like it's just like probably getting all your stress in your mind right now. It's like on the page kind of thing. It's like when you journal and it's so cathartic. I feel like right now these cards are like literally telling you like, yo, just relax. You're literally doing better than you think. You know, I feel like in general, when you do card spreads, right, usually it's like past, present, future. So I'm choosing to see this keep trying element as the fact that you are resilient as a lion. I wanted to curse, but I replaced the F word with lion. You are resilient AF, okay? You keep trying. You keep getting back up. And I know there's a part of you that really wants to be at this end result already. So you're like, like, why am I not there yet? Like, there's kind of this frustration, which is a part of the process, right? Because again, the journey is everything. I feel like we talk about that a lot here on this beautiful channel, because we get one life. And it's like, if we speed up to the final destination, what's the point, right? It's like, the whole point is to learn, is to grow, is to become, is to fail, it's to try again, right? And you've been doing that a lot. So I feel like in some point you're like, okay, how many times do I have to try again? It's like, I'm open to the process. I'm open to that stuff. I'm open to self-development. Like, you know, I do it, but it's like, all right, when is it going to click? But you're almost there, my love. You're almost there. So your inner child wants to tell you right now that actually you claiming your power is actually allowing yourself to rest right now. Enjoy the summer. Of course, this video is timeless. I don't know when it's gonna find you, but if you're not in summer, start acting like it is. Like, I heard someone say this, like, call in rich instead of calling in sick. Call in rich. And I really love that, right? Because abundance is a frequency, and we need to choose abundance. We need to choose this vibration of, I believe that it's going to be better than I can even fathom. I believe that it's coming. I believe that it's already here. I believe that I'm on track. Like, this essence of hope. Hope is built in. I know it's coming together for me because I keep trying. I keep exploring my power. I keep choosing it. So I know it's inevitable. I know that it's going to click. Now, remember that the how doesn't matter. The when doesn't matter. It's going to click. I feel like you need to hear that. It's all going to click. Allow yourself to play, allow yourself to rest, because it's very productive to be in our divine feminine, no matter if you're a man, a woman, anything in between. This element of connecting to the divine feminine energy is very nurturing, it's very receptive. We receive when we're in play. So you're in this liminal space of manifesting, like, the next step, right? So you have to be receptive. Take accountability in that. Like, it's just like, you know, when you go and you're about to open your laptop and get, like, super logical and build the strategy, and, like, it's funny how we, like, automatically give that an okay, but to rest and to be in receiving mode is like, there's so much guilt around that, you know what I mean? And it's funny because, like, when we manifest, at least I can speak to myself, I'm really learning to bring in the logic, but also the mystical, the feminine and the masculine. Like, you need to have both to really create a structured foundation. So it's like, you being in receptive mode will inspire the strategy. So you're not lazy. You're not lazy at all. You're just needing a break. You're just needing a moment to, like, claim your power through play. Okay? Ooh, lots of rhymes. I love that. Breakthrough energy. Look at that. That matches. Maybe go eat a mango if you can. Go get some tropical fruit. Just allow yourself to chillax, appreciate life, have those, like, cosmic moments with yourself, with others. Go laugh is the best. Laughter is the best medicine, and so is dancing. Where did Mona go? So, how can you add more play to your day today? We're just Dr. Seussing it at this point, but no, truly, I want you to take a moment, because I get it. Like, sometimes these, you know, cosmic chit chats, they kind of find you when you need the reminder, right? So right now you could just be like, oh, like, how do I get into that frequency? Like, how do I shift out of this? This feels so far. life is so chaotic. There's so much just unknown or just unexpected things that came and kind of like took you by surprise and kind of drained your energy. And if you're there, first of all, it's okay. That's why I'm here. That's why God sent me here. Your higher self sent me here. The universe sent me here to hold you and remind you that it's all going to be figured out, but the pathway of like the logical steps will only come through when you allow yourself to kick back for a second. You don't have to have it all figured out right now, because remember, if you allow yourself to play, it's going to be better than you even imagined. And you're almost there, honey. You're almost there. We're going to pull one more card. Ate the skin again. It's not organic. I probably shouldn't do that. Okay. What's the final message here, Spirit? What do they need to know? I'm so proud of you, by the way. So proud of you. You're freaking shining, even if you don't feel like you are. You are. You're shining. Because you keep trying. You keep doing it. Oh. Victory! Again, we have, look at that. We have like the yellow. So I'll end on this. The yellow is the sacral, right? The sacral chakra. Oh no, sorry, the solar plexus, right? The abdomen area. Oh, ow. And that's where, my foot, hold on. It's doing a funny thing. Hold on. You know when your foot like clamps? It's like a muscle spasm. I have mango in my teeth. Okay. Whew. The body's speaking through this message. Okay. So the solar plexus is where we house our purpose. It's the space of enoughness. Like, even think of the sun, right? It's literally what we're talking about too with mana, life force energy. It's vitality. It is flow. So you're being asked to really step into your inner sun-like energy, your inner sun. And maybe it is taking time and doing some breath work. Even putting your hands on your stomach. And if you really feel like a lot of emotions, here, hold up. Let's do this real quick. I'm being called. Okay. So, you can always put your hands on your stomach when you're feeling a little bit just overwhelmed emotionally, because we house our emotions here too in the solar plexus. So our hands are magnets. We can cleanse with them. I'm a Reiki master, so hopefully I can teach more in depth, but I'll give you kind of the basics that you don't need their certificates and all the, like, yes and no, but I'm gonna give you your I'm just gonna kind of remind you of the healing, intuitive tools you already have access to, without all of the energy of you need a certificate to do this and all that BS, which is just a conversation in itself. Because I really do believe we're all intuitive healers. Of course, study, go down the rabbit hole, get the certificates to like hold people and just know how to hold people, because holding space is an art in itself, and you also want to learn it in depth, like the modality for sure. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, you already have everything you need here, okay? So I like to see your hands, your palms, as magnets of light. So you can literally take 3 deep breaths as you bring your hands into prayer. And just allow yourself to ground. So if you can, sit down, and hopefully you can hear me because I don't have a microphone. So bringing your hands to prayer and just taking 3 deep breaths with me. In and out. And just feel yourself softening with each deep breath. And really bring the thumbs to the hearts, to the center of the chest. You're just going to allow yourself to breathe in and out and drop in. Allow your breath to drop you, like drop your consciousness into your body, and you're really pressing into your hands. Feel into the palms, the grip, the power. You know, we're talking about claiming your power, right? So claiming the power of your light magnets within the palms of your hand, right? Beautiful. And when you feel ready, just tell yourself like a little affirmation, like, I'm open to activating my inner healer. Okay? Just be curious with it, but like I'm open to activating my inner healer. Then I want you to take the palm of your hand, right or left, you decide where you're going to start, and then I want you to take your other index finger, and I want you to create a spiral. Okay? You're still tuning into your breath, and just be mindful here. Okay? I'm just pointing in the center. Now, what this spiral is doing, it's activating the inner magnets. Okay? So take your finger, and just like you would turn on a light, I want you to just tap. And as you're tapping, just imagine like the light of your hands getting brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter. And when you feel like your spiral light magnet hands are bright, move on to the next one. Okay? So again, we're going to spiral it. And this, actually, we can go from the out and then in. Yeah. Okay? And when you get to the center, turn the brightness up. Really breathe into that. Because that's you opening your channels. You're becoming open. You're becoming a conduit for light, for inner healing, outer healing. When you feel like this hand is ready to go and nice and bright, now imagine both of your hands just vibrating light. And you need to really activate your inner creativity here, right? And also tune in your senses of like frequency. Just play with heat, play with coldness. You know, like usually I feel a lot of heat when I do this, but everyone's very, very different. So now that your light spiral palms, hands, I need to figure out a name for that, but now that it's open, okay, I want you to just rub your hands and really feel the friction, the fire, the force, okay? And then stop. Now bring your hands far apart, slowly, and just play with that heat. Do you feel that? You should feel kind of like an accordion of energy, right? That's working with the subtle energies, your auric field. Okay, so you're gonna take that energy, and now you're gonna put it on your stomach. We're gonna focus on the abdomen area. Okay. And you're just gonna sweep away whatever's not serving you. And just imagine yourself really like scooping, just like you would scoop ice cream, right? Like, or scoop leaves out of the pool, right? You're scooping all the limiting narratives, all the worries, all the fears out from the center of your abdomen area, from your inner sun, your emotional landscape. You're just letting it all go. And if you feel called, you can also just hold your stomach. And as you're holding, imagine your hands, right? Because we activated them as light magnets. So you're imagining the magnets of your palms, like scooping out or like bringing up to the surface any density. Also bring your hands to wherever you need that extra care, right? Like think about the inner child. Like what does your inner child need? Just like a little baby, right? Like maybe you need to just like massage the face a little bit. You know, maybe you haven't been sleeping, so you want to just like bring the light magnets here and just imagine your hands really just like creating circulation and flow. And you can also just like brush your hands, your arms. Just really imagine all that extra weight just falling off. And you can even like do a little shake to really like drop it down, goodbye. We're claiming the victory. We're claiming our power. We're trusting that we are almost there, but it's also a paradox because you're already there, right? When we allow ourselves to play, we get into the energy that our prayers are already answered. It's already done. That is the power of the adult self working with the inner child both at the same time, right? Okay, so we're just allowing ourselves to brush away anything, and you can bring your hands to your shoulders because we keep a lot of stress of just the human experience like right here, so you can allow yourself to really just hold onto your shoulder blades and imagine like everything being sucked up to your palms of your hands, like trusting that it's doing its alchemical process of just pulling out any density and just recycling it into love, into light, into clarity, into power, into hope. And really like play with your breath here, okay? So we're just gonna come back to the heart. Just take 3 deep breaths at your own pace and just allow yourself now to like come to a close. Tell yourself thank you for being curious, for giving yourself permission to use your healing tools to move stagnant energy. And when we do this, we're opening up the heart space. So you can also scoop out the heart. My heart is now open, I'm grounded, I'm in alignment with my purpose, my emotions are valid. I'm allowing what no longer serves me to be recycled into love, into wisdom. Just allowing yourself to just come to a close, shaking the palms. And then we're going to turn it off, right? Just like you would turn off a light. Now, if you want to continue to sit here and explore with this, go for it, because your light hands are on. If you want to sit and just like hold yourself and play with the visual of you really like scooping out density in your fascia through using the palms of your hand. Like really imagine it as a vacuum, as a magnet, okay? But if you're ready to close it, what you're gonna do is just create an X, boom, create an X, boom. The light is closed. Now you can come back to that anytime when you need to nurture yourself and just add some flow within the body, because you are your greatest healer. All right, that was super fun. I'm glad we did that. I hope you feel just more grounded and connected to your inner victory, and trust that your outer victory, it's all coming through, my love. And when it does, I definitely would love to know. Feel free to share, because I'm so curious what you're manifesting. It feels big, and you are so worthy of it. So continue holding the frequency of love, of hope, and just know that I'm so grateful for you, and the light in me sees and feels the light in you, and the opportunity is here. It's here. Trust it, okay? Go have fun. Bye.